Hello guys, today I Tanishq will explain your topic that is rheostat. So we will discuss about this topic with a presentation. So let's see this presentation and study about this topic. You may know about rheostat, but then also I will explain you. Rheostat is a device that is used to control the electrical resistance and it helps in smooth flow of electricity without any faults. You can see in the picture there is a picture of two practical rheostats. You can see them. So let's start this topic rheostat. We will study about its construction, its working principle, its types of rheostats, its uses and application, and its disadvantages. So let's start our discussion. So first we will study about rheostat construction. So these rheostats are a type of variable resistors as we have studied before. Mostly these rheostats are three terminal devices, but only two of them are used. These three terminal are terminal A, terminal B and terminal C. These three terminal include two fixed terminals that are terminal A and terminal B and a moving terminal called a slider or a wiper. This is terminal C. Mostly these look like a potentiometer. You may know about potentiometer, but I will tell you a potentiometer is an instrument that is used for measuring an electromotive force by balancing it against the potential difference produced by passing a known current through a known variable resistance. Although they both are used for different applications, you can see their difference. They have a difference between them. So this picture depicts rheostat symbol at the corner, at the bottom of the slide. You can see. So we will see this picture about construction of rheostat. You can see this picture. It depicts the construction of rheostat. It will help us to learn easily about this construction. You can see there is terminal A, terminal B and terminal C. A coil of wire through which current passes. A wiper that moves. This B terminal is a fixed terminal. It does not moves and it does not moves. So let's move on next topic, that is working of a rheostat. How this rheostat works. The basic working principle of rheostat is based on Ohm's law. George Simon Ohm is a great physicist of Germany. So this law states that current is inversely proportional to resistance for a given voltage. This means that current decreases as the resistance increases, or it increases as the resistance decreases. You may know about this as we have studied it in our 10th class, chapter 12, electricity. Every rheostat comes with a resistance rating. For example, if a rheostat has a rating of 50 k ohm, then minimum resistance it can offer is 0 and maximum is 50 k ohm. It is only an example, so resistance its rating can be 100 k ohm, 150 k ohm, 25 k ohm, and then minimum will be 0 and maximum is the given value. You can also see in the picture there is the that we used in circuit, the symbol of rheostat, and this construction of rheostat, the sliding contact, terminal A, B, C and coil of wire. So let's move on to next, that is types of rheostat. Rheostat are of three types: linear, rotary and preset. So we'll study about them. So first we will see linear rheostat. As its name suggests, linear rheostats have linear resistive path. The sliding terminal glides over its path. As we have seen construction, it will glide over its path. This steel glider. There are two fixed terminal, but only there are two fixed terminal, but only one of two are used. That is, terminal A are used, but only terminal B is not used, as you have studied in construction. The other terminal, that is terminal C, is connected to slider. Sorry, terminal B. These are mostly used in laboratory applications. In physics lab they are present. This is a picture of typical linear rheostat, you can see there. So next we will study about a rotary rheostat. As its name also suggests, it has a rotative resistive path. These are mostly used in power application, in switchboards, motors, you can see them. These rheostat have a shaft, that is a hollow space you can see there, and the wiper is mounted on it. This steel wiper is mounted on it. Wiper is nothing but the sliding contact for the rotary rheostat, as we have studied in construction. It can rotate over 3 by 4 of circle, that is 240 degree. The function and working principle are all same for both type of rheostat, that is based on Ohm law. So next is a preset rheostat. When rheostat are used in a printed circuit board in switchboards in our home, present in our homes, they are used as trimmers or preset rheostat. Trimmers are nothing but a small rheostat or preset rheostat, most used in calibration currents. These two terminal trimmers are available, although in most cases 3 terminal potentiometer trimmer is used as a 2 terminal rheostat. As it is a potentiometer trimmer 3 terminal, so it can be used as a 2 terminal preset rheostat. The figure below shows a trimmer. It can also be present in our switchboards, you can see that. So next is rheostat uses and applications. What is the use of rheostat and what are the applications of this rheostat? As we have studied, the most prominent use of this rheostat is to control the current. These rheostat are used to limit the current so as to prevent high current faults. We have also studied this at the starting of our video. Preset rheostat or the trimmers are used in calibration or circuit tuning. We have also learned this in preset rheostat. So these rheostat are very useful, as we have seen. In case 2 terminal trimmers are not available, a 3 terminal potentiometer is worked as a trimmer rheostat. So potentiometer 3 terminal trimmer potentiometer can also be used as a trimmer rheostat. These are very helpful in smooth flow of current. It will prevent high current voltage, as we have seen that many times a current fault occurs, short circuit occurs, it can lead to fire, so it can be very dangerous. So now we will study about applications of rheostat. According to current requirement, the size of rheostat to be used is chosen. For example, if you want to cut any if you want to pull out any screw, if it is small, then you will need a small screwdriver. If it is large, you will need a large screwdriver. So they in rheostat it is also the same. If you want to pass the large current, then you will need a large rheostat, and if you want to pass small current, then you want a small rheostat. They are also used in dimmer circuit, speed control circuit for motor, heater and ovens, and in our switchboards also. In fans also they are used. Since they dissipate heat, they have low efficiency, as you have no heating effect of electric current, and hence they are replaced by pulse width control switching devices. So now see about disadvantages of rheostat. There is famous quote that everything that is an advantage also has an disadvantage. So this rheostat also has an disadvantage. We will study about this disadvantage of rheostat. When resistance is low, the bulb is bright according to the working principle of rheostat. But in some cases, rheostat doesn't give satisfactory result because of any fault it can be. For example, if rheostat lowers the voltage supply to the fan motor, this causes the motor to overheat and destroy the motor because of heating effect of electric current. So this is a disadvantage of rheostat. So we study about this rheostat and its working principle, its construction, its types, and its uses and application and disadvantage. So thanks for watching.